conversation with DD India, CEO of Digital India, Abhishek Singh says India is showcasing its pioneering role in digital technologies for improving lives of people at the Digital Economy Working Group meeting. Delegates from G20 countries participate in two side events in the first Agriculture Deputies meeting under India's G20 presidency in Indore. Delegates do a stock taking of G20 initiatives in agriculture and discuss climate smart agriculture for food security. On the first day of the G20 meeting in Indore, delegates take a heritage walk of the city, visit the historic Rajwada Palace and enjoy local culture and cuisine. As part of India's G20 presidency, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is hosting the first Digital Economy Working Group meeting in Lucknow from 13th to 15th February. The meetings during India's presidency will endeavour to work towards the vision of digital transformation and a global digital economy as a means of fostering innovation and delivering public services in a cyber-secure environment through a digitally skilled workforce. Addressing the inaugural session, IT and Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnav announced that India would be launching Made in India 4G and 5G Telecom India stack this year. Here's a report from our correspondent Ajay Mishra from Lucknow.
The vibrant city of Lucknow is discussing global challenges that lie in the way of building a secure global digital economy during the first G20 Digital Economy Working Group meeting. While the main event kicks off on 14th of February, the first day started with side events comprising 5 workshops. The side events focused on Digital Public Infrastructure or DPI, sharing implementation experiences of digital identity in various countries. Sharing of cyber security solutions for MSMEs, DPI to boost attainment of sustainable development goals and use of geospatial technologies for infrastructure and product development in the digital economy. Alongside the workshops, an exhibition of digital initiatives on the state of Uttar Pradesh has also been set up. Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh Yogi Adityanath along with Union Minister for Information and Technology and Telecom Ashwini Vaishnav formally launched the meeting on Monday. After successful rollout of Aadhaar ecosystem for citizen identity, Bheem UPI for digital payments, COVID management public platform CoWIN, India is now ready to roll out Made in India 4G and 5G Telecom India stack this year.
Our Prime Minister decided to develop 4G and 5G telecom technology stack, and within a very short time frame of about 20 months, the team India has developed a very robust, totally virtualized, absolutely as per global standards, a telecom technology stack that was initially tested for 1 million simultaneous calls, then it was tested for 5 million simultaneous connections, and last December it was tested for 10 million simultaneous connections. This year the entire technology stack will be rolled out throughout the country. Of course 5G is being rolled out using global solutions, but in line with the global solutions that we have, there will be a solution from India, designed in India, made in India and trusted fully as per global standards.
Smart Advanced Manufacturing and Rapid Transformation Hub or SAMARTH is also part of the discussions at the Digital Economy Working Group meeting. SAMARTH is an Industry 4.0 initiative of the Ministry of Heavy Industries, and Fourth Industrial Revolution is the cyber-physical transformation of manufacturing. The meeting focused on robotics and automation in the automotive sector.
इन राष्ट्रीय केंद्रों को समर्थ उद्योग नाम बड़ा ही उचित दिया गया है, जिसमें समर्थ यानी स्मार्ट एंड एडवांस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड रैपिड ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हब, ये राष्ट्रीय केंद्र ऐसा माहौल बनाने में मदद कर रहे हैं जहां विनिर्माण को, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री को, खासकर छोटे और मझोले उद्यम डिजिटल उद्योग प्रौद्योगिकियों को अपनाने के लिए साथ साथ आगे बढ़ सकें और उनमें कौशल विकास भी हो सके।
Fourth Industrial Revolution, which is the cyber-physical transformation of manufacturing, said that G20 delegates will discuss issues such as making the internet safe and accountable to citizens along with digital skilling for future generations.
We are living in absolutely exciting, unprecedented times for all those who are engaged with technology public policy making and policy making. What we have seen in the last 5 years is, I believe, a tip of the iceberg. The next decade, as we see it, is a decade of technology opportunities. And I think for the youth and the young people of all our countries, technology represents an ability to grow, innovate, prosper in a manner that they haven't seen and had opportunities for any time in the past many years.
An exhibition and virtual reality experience center showcases how Digital India has transformed the lives of billion-plus population in India using cutting-edge technologies. Visitors can engage with more than 40 digital transformational initiatives at the Experience Center. India sees its G20 presidency as a unique opportunity to showcase the success of its digital economy to the entire world, to meet the goal of making the global digital economy truly inclusive.
After the successful completion of Global Investors Summit, the city of Lucknow is hosting the Digital Economy Working Group meeting. There are 11 such meetings happening in Varanasi, Agra and Greater Noida. The working group focus is on public digital infrastructure, cyber security in digital economy and digital skilling. With camera person Sumit Nodial, Ajay Mishra, DD India, Lucknow.
And joining us now for perspective is Alkesh Kumar Sharma. He is Secretary in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, joining us from Lucknow. Such a pleasure to have you, Mr. Sharma, on India at G20. Let's get started with the 3 priorities. You must have heard our correspondent outline them as well. So, digital public infrastructure for public good being one, second, cyber security, and third, digital skilling. How is India as G20 President expected to take forward these 3 focus areas over 3 days?
I think as it has been mentioned in the beginning of the news also, that the way India is taking it forward, we have identified these priorities after a lot of consultations with the stakeholders, and we find that these are also relevant to the world at large. When we talk about digital public infrastructure, India has shown to the world we have actually scripted a new culture, a new history in the world digital escape by creating our own digital public infrastructure, creating our own digital public platforms, which have been implemented at population scale at low cost. And the model which India has followed and which we can showcase to the world is that we have been able to do these as a public platform. It is not a private technology-driven solution. These are the public-driven platforms where the private sector has come as an active participant. Startups have come there. The young entrepreneurs have put in their brains and intelligence, and they have developed solutions, applications, which have done larger social benefit, citizen service delivery. So that is one model which has been appreciated at the world at large, and our India Stack Global, which has a list of 12 digital public platforms which have been developed by India. We will be looking at how we can actually enhance these platforms for making a government-citizen engagement much more powerful, and how we should be able to take forward these solutions and offer a comprehensive framework to build similar solutions for G20 countries and other nations, other friendly nations which we have. So on the digital DPI, there has been a lot of positive response. In the run-up to this event itself, we have been holding this, stakeholder consultations. We held India Tech Global Developers Conference, which was attended by almost 12 countries, besides our Indian developers. The idea was that how we make it better, how we can make it easy to implement in those countries, and also identify what are the kind of bottlenecks where we need to work out solutions in consultation with these countries. So that
Right.
is on DPI, yeah.
Right. So you've told us that India will be working along with G20 countries on several DPI initiatives. Are we given to then understand that there will be certain joint initiatives under the G20 umbrella that India will be rolling out and sharing its own experiences in a sense? Can you tell us the deliverable that is expected from say the context of using DPI or digital public infrastructure as public good? Are we looking at some sort of a deliverable?
Absolutely, absolutely. The whole idea is, on the one hand, while we demonstrate what we have done in India at population scale and which we are willing to share with other countries, we will be looking at developing some kind of a framework. And also with these countries and help them in building similar DPIs in their country. The second deliverable which we are looking at is in DPI that the low and middle income countries, in order to give them the benefit of DPIs which we have developed, can we develop a funding mechanism? Can we devise a funding mechanism whereby we should be able to develop similar DPI ecosystem in those economies so that it becomes accessible, affordable, and available to them without spending much money, which obviously they don't have. So looking at a kind of a funding mechanism as well.
Similarly, is there any specific outcome that we are looking at when it comes to digital skilling or making cyberspace secure?
Absolutely. On the digital security, on the cyber security space, again, India has done a lot of good things. If we look at the kind of ISP gateways, the way we have made those secure, so that we are stopping a lot of malwares, a lot of attacks at the gateway itself, and then we are also making our endpoint security, our technology, our processes smart and cyber secure, so that general public also should imbibe the good as they call it, cyber security hygiene. The way we access our tablet, our mobile, our workstations, all those are being done. So there is awareness, there is people-oriented, technology-oriented, as well as process-oriented action plans which are being devised and implemented in India. Similarly, the other countries of G20, they also have developed similar advantages over a period of time, new technologies on cybersecurity. So the whole objective is that we must look at, when the cyberspace has become borderless, how do we adopt a shared responsibility towards making the digital environment more secure? We will also be looking at how we could harness opportunities, ensuring that security remains vital for G20 countries. And we will also focus on a robust cybersecurity framework for better awareness in businesses, in our civil society, in our citizens. Our business should be safe, our transactions should be safe, our people, when they access any of these digital platforms, those should be safe and secure for them.
Also, digital skilling cannot be a static exercise, because it is said that in 3 years the skills become obsolete. So you need to keep skilling, reskilling and upskilling over a period of time. So will that be the focus under the G20 umbrella?
Absolutely. The whole idea is that digital divide, we have to begin with the digital divide, because even now many economies, even in G20, don't have access to connectivity. Or if it has, it is not affordable. Now we have to look at that right from foundational and literacy digital skills to the high level of deep tap skills. We need both. So we need skilling, we need upskilling, we need reskilling. On all these three important aspects of skilling, G20 President will seek to carry forward whatever has been developed and discussed in the previous presidencies. And we are also looking at to develop a common reference framework for facilitating mutual recognition of digital skills, so that there is seamless movement of digitally skilled manpower from India to other countries to help developing skills there, developing technologies, developing digital platforms there, and creating a lot more employment opportunities. So that will be one of our major outcome, as well as setting up a center of excellence where we share the best of skills best of curriculum, best of training modules which have been developed by different countries. So this center of excellence should become a repository of all that, and we should be able to share it seamlessly among these countries.
So there are major outcomes that are expected going forward from the Digital Economy Working Group meeting. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for joining us with your views on India at G20. DD India correspondent Ajay Mishra spoke exclusively with Abhishek Singh, CEO of Digital India, on the digital technologies being showcased by India at the Digital Economy Working Group meeting in Lucknow, the future of Digital India and more. Listen in.
We have with us a very special guest, Mr. Abhishek Singh, who is the CEO of Digital India and in charge of showcasing the India's digital might to the world at G20 Working Group meeting. Sir, thanks very much. What is the core focus that we are going to showcase to the world in G20 meeting?
See, in the G20 meeting, the whole world recognizes India to be the pioneer with regard to using digital technologies for improving life of citizens, whether it's education, whether it's healthcare. How we have achieved that, how we have implemented projects, the population scale is the idea of showing that. So what we are showing is that like people of Lucknow, people of Uttar Pradesh should also get to know how these technologies work, in what way they are transforming lives, and in what ways they are going to further impact our lives in the days to come.
So we have also, used the artificial intelligence, machine learning kind of thing. I can see the AR and VR. So can you please explain us how it is going to change the world?
See, artificial intelligence is something which has become a buzzword, but very often people don't understand how artificial intelligence works. So one of the applications of artificial intelligence is in language learning models. Like India is a diverse country, we have 23 languages. So how we can use voice command to convert to text, speech to text, text to speech, and speech to speech translations. Yeah. So with that, we have an example of Ask AI, in which you can ask anything to the AI model in your language, in your speech, and then the AI model will find the answer and give you the answer. It's a very simple application, but it explains how AI works.
Perfect, sir. But many people don't understand what the machine learning is. I think also you are going to showcase that you have also used the AI in Gita, for example. So what exactly can we do with that?
See, artificial intelligence works with the basis of training a model by using data sets. So what it does is that we have a lot of data sets. So machine learning is training a model in trying to explain what it is. So for example, there can be images, like there can be image of a cat and the image of a dog. So you have to train the software that a cat is a cat. So if you show them multiple pictures of cat and they show that this can be a cat, this can be a cat, this can be a cat. Then you show a dog, they say this is not a cat. So the model learns, and next time you show a picture, it will be able to guess whether it's a cat or a dog. So similarly, the information also, when we have a lot of data about so many things, about in agriculture or healthcare or something, you can use AI models to train engines which gives information. One very simple example is that we all know that one of our most revered scriptures is the Gita, and Gita has answers for almost all life problems. So what we have done is a very simple model that you ask a question, and then the software with its training with the machine learning model searches the exact Gita verse which gives you the context of that problem. So most people do not have the time or the inclination to read the whole Gita, but what they can do is that they can ask common problems they are facing, and the AI tool, the AI app will give you the exact shlok or exact verse in Gita which explains that. That's what AI in Gita has been done.
But sir, the digital skilling is very important for India going forwards. How are you going to tackle this problem, or the issue of this digital training for the youth? Because Industry 4.0 and the next, the budget has talked about the 4th generation of skill development. So what is the plan out there?
See, the way data science and artificial intelligence, emerging technologies are evolving, the next set of jobs that will come will be in these sectors only. So we need to have a plan for training people in these. So we have one program called Future Prime Skills, in which we are training millions of Indian students in getting to understand how AI works, how data science works, how blockchain works, how IoT works, and that helps them in getting trained so that they will be better equipped to find jobs in this sector.
Finally, the Digital India, the power to empower, that the campaign that you have championed, what is the next 2.0, if I can ask you, what is the in Digital India 2.0 going, where it is going from now onwards?
See, like Digital India's motto is power to empower. So far what we have done is that several projects have been implemented right from 2014 onwards, which has transformed the lives of people, whether it's Aadhaar project, whether it's UPI, DigiLocker, CoWIN for the vaccination platform, Diksha for education, eSanjeevani for telemedicine, GSTN, GEM. So all these projects have really helped people to live their lives better. It has helped in ease of doing business. As we go ahead, what we are building is that we are trying to ensure how citizens can access multiple services through one common portal rather than requiring to go from portal to portal. Second thing that is being doing is that voice enabled services are being added, because in India, if you have to ensure digital inclusion, many people will like to have the voice interface in their mother tongue and get their services in their own languages. So that's going to become very important. And the third thing that is being done is with regard to ease of doing business. With businesses, corporates and all, they also want a single stop solution. They want to reduce the red tape. They want easy decisions, single window clearances. So for all that, technology is being used to reduce the hardship that citizens and businesses face in accessing public services.
Thank you very much, the CEO of Digital India, for speaking to us. And I think the digital public infrastructure that we have created is a shining example of success of Digital India, which we can showcase to the world. With camera person Sumit Naudiyal, Ajay Mishra, DD India, Lucknow.
India's cleanest city, Indore, is hosting the first agriculture working group meeting under India's G20 presidency. Around 100 delegates are deliberating on themes of global importance like food security and climate-smart agriculture. DD India correspondent Aditya Srivastav reports on what transpired on the first day of the meeting today and the agenda for the remaining 2 days.
These delegates from G20 countries have congregated for 3 days in Indore for the first G20 Agriculture Deputies meeting of the Agriculture Working Group. On Monday, they participated in two-side events, stock-taking of G20 initiatives in agriculture and Global Forum on Climate-Smart Agriculture for Food Security. Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, inaugurated the Agri-Business and Innovation Exhibition that's showcasing the strides made in agriculture by India. Addressing the delegates, he spoke of the significance of ensuring food security to a growing population through the use of technology and digitization and the need for reducing input costs for farmers.
आज हम सबके लिए ये गंभीर चिंतन का विषय है पूरे विश्व के लिए कि खाद्य की जरूरतों को पूरा करने के लिए हम कृषि योग्य भूमि का समुचित उपयोग भी करें और इसकी उत्पादकता बढ़ाने के सम्मिलित प्रयास भी करें। टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करते हुए हमारे चाहे छोटे किसान हो, चाहे बड़े किसान हो, चाहे खेती का काम कर रही महिलाएं हो, युवा हो, वो नई तकनीक का इस्तेमाल करके इसमें सफल हो सकते हैं।
The meeting would be formally inaugurated on Tuesday with a video message by Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar. Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia would be present on the occasion. Later in the day, the G20 delegates will be taken on an excursion to the world-famous Mandu Fort, where they would see a light and sound show and witness cultural performances. On the final day of the meeting on Wednesday, discussions will take place on 4 themes: food security and nutrition, climate resilient and sustainable agriculture, value chain and food systems for inclusive agriculture, and digitalization for transformation in agriculture. 98 delegates from G20 countries, the invitee countries, and national and international agricultural bodies are participating in the meeting.
This Agriculture Working Group meeting is not only proved to be a proper platform for sharing innovation ideas taken by the G20 countries in the sector of agriculture reform, but it will also create a new picture of India moving towards the modern agriculture in front of G20 countries delegates. With camera person Pradyum Dubey, Aditya Srivastav, DD India, Indore.
A heritage walk was organized at the historical Rajwada Palace of Indore for delegates of the first meeting of a G20 Agriculture Working Group. During the first day on Monday, delegates were briefed about the historical importance and cultural significance of Indore during the heritage walk. Delegates also got a glimpse of India's spirituality, history, architecture, nature, arts, food and people during the walk. Mesmerizing dance performances and classical music at Krishnapur Chhatri, Gopal Mandir and other landmarks of Heritage Walk also attracted the attention of the delegates. India is celebrating the International Year of Millets 2023 at the first Agriculture Deputies meeting of Agriculture Working Group under its G20 presidency in Indore. It showcased its rich variety of millets that are climate smart and nutritious and grown by over 85% small farmers in India. Delicious dishes made of millets were served for breakfast, lunch and dinner for the delegates. Nutritious food for G20 delegates being served at most of the G20 meetings. Thank you so much for watching India at G20. Namaskar.
Get in-depth analysis of the important news of the day. Spotlight on day's newsmakers. Expert comments to dissect the news. Get the finer points of the matter. Watch Dateline 5 p.m. on weekdays on DD India.
सर आपका केवाईसी अपडेट करना है, नहीं तो अकाउंट और एटीएम कार्ड ब्लॉक हो जाएगा।
सावधान सावधान। 2.5 करोड़ का इनाम मुझे। देखिए, अनजाने कॉल्स, फर्जी ईमेल्स, लिंक्स और जाली ऐप से अपना पिन, ओटीपी, पासवर्ड कभी भी किसी के साथ शेयर न करें। आप रहेंगे सावधान तो नहीं होगा नुकसान। आरबीआई कहता है, जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
हो गया इंतजाम। गुड्डी की फीस का
दिखा। 20,000 का लोन तुरंत। पता है कौन दे रहा है, ब्याज कितना है? लोन विनियमित संस्थानों से ही लें और कर्ज उतना जितनी जरूरत, वो भी जांच कर। हो गया इंतजाम। पगार एडवांस में भेजिए।
आरबीआई कहता है,
सही वित्तीय बर्ताव करे आपका बचाव।
Namaskar and welcome to Changemakers. I'm Shubhendu Ghosh. 2023 is the International Year of Millets. Millets are special. Millets can grow on arid land with minimal inputs and are resilient to changes in climate. They are therefore an ideal solution for countries to increase self-sufficiency and reduce reliance on imported cereal grains. Today, let's talk about entrepreneurs who are taking the culinary and nutritional legacy of millets forward. Millets have been an integral part of our diet in India for centuries. In addition to a plethora of health benefits, millets are also good for the environment with low water and input requirements. With the aim to create awareness and increase production and consumption of millets, United Nations, at the behest of India, declared 2023 the International Year of Millets. So, bringing back millets into our diet makes sense as a healthy and planet-friendly food solution. In the days ahead, India will play a key role as supplier of millets to the world. Our changemakers are reintroducing the ancient grain as the 21st century superfood in a sustainable manner. Here's how. United Nations has declared 2023 as the International Year of Millets. India pushed for recognizing the importance of millet and creating a domestic and global demand along with providing nutritious food to the global community. Recognition by the UN is expected to draw attention to the nutritional and health benefits of millets and their suitability for cultivation under adverse and changing climatic conditions. Millets cultivation in India dates back to thousands of years. Our changemakers are practicing sustainable production of millets, millet-based products, creating new market opportunities for farmers. Our first changemaker is Oak Tree from Mandya in Karnataka. Founded by two brothers, Mahesh Basavanna and Chandrasekhar Basavanna, Oak Tree is a millet snack production company. The brand Kiru embodies health benefits of millets and great taste and is world's first 100% millet snack brand. Oak Tree follows sustainability to the core in all practices. Sustainability in terms of production and delivery processes, economic and environmental sustainability. The team produces finished products where the millets are grown, working directly with the farmers and passing on their rightful benefits to them. Farmers form the core of the company and engage in all functions at the factories. Millets, with their high nutritional value, are ideal for everyday consumption. The founders were keen on reintroducing the lost grain back to the communities. Today, Kiru offers millet cookies, millet crunchy snack, millet chicky, millet dry fruit bar, and immunity bars. The company is continuously experimenting and innovating to bring more products into the pipeline to offer a wide range of localized flavors and international flavors with millets as its base ingredient. Our next changemaker is Millet Bank from Hyderabad, Telangana. Founded by Vishala Reddy in 2021, the enterprise takes India's thousands of years old millet farming legacy forward. Millet Bank is an initiative of a team of farmers, children, to revive millet food cultures and nutritional diversity. They are amalgamating multiple market linkages to benefit farmers, entrepreneurs, and create awareness among consumers. This is done through a series of agro-ecological interventions such as farmer centers at dryland regions and marketplace for farmers to sell their grains, an e-commerce platform for consumers to buy healthy and nutritious products, a collab center for micro-entrepreneurs related to millets, and consumer engagement through sustainable gifting and social engagement.